some of that video here. Okay, so I want to make this perfectly clear. We are looking here in the center of your screen right now at live video, but there was video earlier
of the mom.
Yes,
and we're gonna a van.
Now, what I have now is the raw recording in our system here at WFLA. So we'll kind of scrub through it, and scrubbing through it, like jumping from point to point here as you would in any video online. What we'll try to do is we'll try to find those points here. So I'm going to bring up this video. We're going now from live to non-live, from live to moments ago, and let's see what we have here. Here's some of the clips. Okay, so this is now. Okay, so this is the scene here, Walt, earlier. And it looks like this
is an FBI agent there in the foreground appears, and right?
What might be a reporter there taking video. Okay, this was right when the scene was starting to unfold here, folks. You're looking here, raw video.
There, yeah.
Let's see here now. Scrubbing ahead here. Okay, somebody.
That looks like an onlooker.
Speaks volumes to how the public is really gravitating towards this story. I don't know if that person was allowed to be there or not. Some more FBI personnel here in gear here at the home. All right, scrubbing forward. More photographers.
Northport police officer, more than likely. That seems to be the same FBI agent. It seems like we've spotted at least two there.
I'm looking for the video of the mother of
another FBI agent.
And we'll see if we can scroll ahead here. Scrolling ahead. Okay, here. So what do we have here? FBI.
So there's perimeter FBI agents, and this guy perhaps is developing the crime scene inside the Laundrie's house.
And I want to just preface, as we wait for this video here to go through all the highlights of the video of this morning, and I was rushing in here to get here live with our audience here. We're scrubbing through this, and I'm seeing this for the first time.
Me too.
Walt is seeing this for the first time. Welcome to 2021 as far as the way that we present news to you. So this is this is raw video from moments ago here outside of the Laundrie household. What you're seeing is what we're seeing here for the first time. So looking here again at that same FBI agent, continuing to scrub through here. Okay, back here now outside of the house.
WFLA Now will begin momentarily.
Guys, we are just hanging out here.
Here
we go. Now, this 911 call has been released, and although we know that Gabby almost went to jail in Moab, Utah, the 911 call says that Brian slapped her.
YouTube and on Twitter. Hello there to you. All right, so we just got informed here moments ago that the 911 call from this moment here, August 12th here, was released, as I understand it. The 911 call that led to this incident or call here between officers and Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito. By now, you've likely seen a lot of this video. We've been playing a lot of it back here on WFLA Now. It gives us and it provides us with a look at Brian Laundrie here, and it's one of the more recent videos that we can show you, and it does have value because it's one of the most recent videos that we have that shows what Brian looks like. Brian Laundrie is somebody who has changed his appearance, particularly his facial hair in particular. Someone who has gone from scruffy to full beard to groomed beard to completely clean shaven from what we have seen. So being able to show you what he looked like most recently in this video here does allow us to get an idea as to what the public and what law enforcement is looking for out there. But we did get the 911 call. We're going to play this back here for you, and then we're going to have a discussion here with you on WFLA Now about it afterwards here, a brief one, because we have to get back to combing through some documents here and working the phones here. But let's play back the audio now. This is the 911 call from a witness calling 911 when they saw something wasn't right between Brian Laundrie and between Gabby Petito on the road in Utah.
Grand County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct. They made the right turn.
Also, they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, so you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
So that's the 911 call that was released. We're engaging a new digital audience, people that are just now signing on. We're going to listen to it one more time. You'll hear there that the one portion of the call that is redacted, and that means that they, of course, they put a gap in the audio there where you can't hear. They redact the audio for specific purposes, and this one is to, of course, not share the identity of the person that made this call. So that's the only time where there's a gap in the audio is when, of course, the caller is giving his name to authorities. And just we're going to talk about this more in a moment, but this is really textbook. If you see something, say something. It's a really important reminder that you can make a difference when you see something that isn't right in scenarios like this, and this caller doing the right thing. Let's play it back one more time, and then we'll have a discussion here with you live.
Grand County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, They headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct. They made the right turn.
Oh, so they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, so you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
If you see something, say something. Let's say it again. If you see something, say something.
Wow.
It's a reminder here, and I've had a lot of messages sent my way to my email account, to my WFLA JD Facebook and Instagram pages, to me on Twitter. That one of the storylines and one of the themes that is going to emerge out of this is how we do better and how we go forward now as far as handling cases that involve domestic violence and domestic disputes.
Well, here's one thing I want to say to everybody who's listening right now in regards to handling cases of domestic violence and domestic disputes. That man did the right thing by picking up his phone and calling 911. Do you know how many men have been killed by trying to intervene in a fight between a man and a woman? I mean, a man can be literally beating the crap out of a woman. And if a man tries to intervene, there's been countless number of cases where that man will shoot him, stab him, kill him, whatever the case may be. So the best thing is to not physically put yourself in danger, but to call 911 to get help to that woman. Now, one thing I cannot stand is when a person or a victim of domestic violence runs into a place of business or runs to a house or something begging for someone's help, and then someone closes the door on them and acts like they don't see them. So I've seen stories like that happen before too. One story, a woman went into a store and begged the store owner to call 911 because her boyfriend was beating her. He ends up walking into the store and beating her right in front of the cashier, and the store owner wouldn't call 911 for whatever reasons, but he would not call 911. That woman died. That woman is now dead. She begged him to call 911, and we're talking like for 10 minutes. She even tried to hide behind the counter. He kept pushing her out. Like I said, it's never a good idea to physically intervene into a domestic violence situations. I think those are some of the most top type situations that get people killed, that will get you killed. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's listen to some more of this.
And what we can learn from a tragic story like this. Now, let's backtrack for a second and remind our audience here that Brian Laundrie is a missing person, that he is not a suspect. He's not a wanted man in the sense that he is wanted for a crime. Police are actively searching for him because he pertains to a missing persons investigation, but he's not charged with a crime. And Gabby's cause of death is still yet to be officially revealed or officially known, as they, of course, do a thorough medical